All right, guys, let's get some NBA picks and props for Monday, March 4th slate of games. Trey, let's take a look at the leaderboard. Have you start us off?
Yeah, my bad week continues. I gave out the Mavericks -7.5 against the 76ers. The Mavericks, they got boat raced in this game, and I did not see it coming. Like I said in yesterday's video, it was a simple math equation. Well, I guess I got the formula wrong. The 76ers, they scored 120 points in this game, the most they've scored in quite some time. The Mavericks, they need to shore up defensively before the playoffs start.
Yeah, and I had Owen one day as well. Had the T-Wolves on the money line going up against the Clippers. T-Wolves at home. I got the defense I wanted. Low-scoring game, 89-88. Clippers take the win, and I'm going to touch on the end of that game on the player prop side. Trey, how do you start with those player props?
Yeah, and I went 0-1 here as well. I gave out Kristaps Porzingis over 28.5 PRs versus the Warriors, and I said that if he does not play, my second play was going to be Derek White over his points. I dropped at 15.5, and White, he finished a bucket short because he only scored 14 points. He was very efficient, but he only shot 5 for 6 from the field, just did not get up enough shots.
Yeah, I gave out Anthony Edwards over 27.5 points, a little bit of a baby bump for him today. Had 23 points midway through the third quarter, had 19 at the half, finished the game with 27. I didn't watch the end of the game. The T-Wolves were down by 3 points, 12 seconds left. They took a dunk with Edwards with 3 seconds left, and then the game ended. I'm not entirely sure how that game ended. Maybe the Clippers just threw it down the court and someone was down there, but I don't know what happened towards the end of the game. Got screwed on the player prop trade. Let's go to the group play. I've seen more competitive games at our local YMCA than this game. Boston. I don't know why I keep fading Boston on their home floor. I'm just going to lock in Boston every time I see it from now on. Warriors get absolutely boat raced. I think they lost by 50. They were down like 88-40 at the half. This game was never close. Boston takes it easy. You take the win. I take the loss. Let's go to the group play for tomorrow. The Clippers, who just broke my heart, going on the road to take on the Bucks. Bucks are -4.5. I'm going to start with the Bucks -4.5. I think this team's playing really well out of the All-Star break. Doc Rivers, I know we don't really like him on this channel here, but I do think he's an overall okay coach. He's got his boys playing well. They've covered the spread in 5 consecutive games. They look good. They're killing teams. So I'm going to take the Bucks -4.5. What do you like?
I'm going to go with the under 230.5 total points in this game. I feel like this is going to be a big defensive battle. It's going to be a playoff atmosphere game here, in my opinion. The Clippers, we all know what they bring defensively in this game. They are one of the best defensive teams in the entire NBA. And whenever we look at what they've been doing over the last few games or so, I like what I'm seeing. Just yesterday, they held the Timberwolves at the T-Wolves to only 89 points or 88 points. And I love what I'm seeing out of the Bucks. Back-to-back games, actually 4 games in a row that they've held their opponents under triple digits. So the Bucks defense, it seems like they're finally starting to turn around. The Clippers, we know what their defense brings. So I'm going to say this game's going to be pretty low scoring. Both teams are probably going to finish in the 110s. I feel like it's going to be a very close game. So if you want my game pick, also going to be going Clippers, but for you guys, I'm going to be giving out the under.
All right, so one play or two?
Just one play, but if they want my game pick, it's the Clippers plus the points. But for the purpose of this pick, the under.
Okay, so you're on the under 230.5, leaning the Clippers if they want it, and I'm taking the Bucks as the play -4.5. Trey, let's go to the group, the plays for ourselves for tomorrow. How do you start us off?
Yeah, guys, I'm going to be attacking the best game on the entire slate. Give me this Memphis Grizzlies going up against Brooklyn Nets game, and this is going to be an entertaining game to watch. That is, if you enjoy watching mediocre basketball, the Grizzlies, they come in this game with a 20-41 record. They're also 29-32 ATS. In Memphis, they are 13-17 on the road this year. And the Nets, they enter this game with a 24-36 record. They're also 27-30-3 ATS. In Brooklyn, they are 15-17 at home. And these two teams, they've actually already played once this year in Memphis, and it was just a few nights ago. And the Nets, they won that game by 25 points. And I have to expect something similar here in this game, guys. Give me the Nets. I'll be taking the big spread. I'm going to be taking them -8.5 here in this game. And whenever these two teams played just last week, I actually faded the Nets and took the Grizzlies here in that game. And Brooklyn, they looked really good, and I have to expect them to keep the momentum going here in this one because Mikal Bridges, he's coming off his best game in quite some time, possibly the best game in his career, where he scored 38 points against the Atlanta Hawks. And if we can get that aggressive Bridges here in this game, then this Nets team is very hard to compete with, especially whenever we compare it against this Grizzlies team, whose injury report still looks like a grocery list. In Memphis, they are just hurt and wounded at the moment. They've lost 5 straight games, entering this one by an average score of 110-94 per game. Their offense just looks abysmal at the moment, and this Linkley Nets defense should continue to give them problems. So I'm going to be taking the home team to set the tone early and often in this game and walk out the double-digit win. The Nets, they're only 2 games behind the Hawks for the last play-in spot, so they're currently on a mission. Give me the Nets minus 8.5 against the Grizzlies.
Yeah, Trey, like the play there for you. For my play today, I'm going to be looking at another great game. The Wizards traveling to take on the Utah Jazz. Again, probably not a game you want to watch in the NBA tomorrow, but I do think we have some value, especially taking the over in this spot. The Utah Jazz have been up and down all season long, while the Washington Wizards have just been an absolute shit show this season, only winning 9 games on the year, and they are very close to catching up with the Pistons for the longest losing streak in the NBA. But the one thing that these teams can do is they can put up points, and they can put up points in a hurry. The Wizards are still scoring 114.6 points per game, while the Jazz are scoring 117.5 points per game. And the reason this number is so high, 242.5, is because these teams are also 2 of the worst defensive teams in the NBA. The Wizards are dead last this season, giving up 124.6 points per game. And over the last 3 games, they've given up 132.3. Utah's not far behind them, giving up 120.5 points per game this season. And the Wizards, especially over the last 2 games, they have given 0 effort on that side of the ball. There are going to be several times in this game where we'll have open layups, wide open shots, fast break opportunities. We just need the NBA players to make their jump shots. We're going to go way over this number of 242. Give me the over, 242.5 as the play. Trey, let's go to the graphic. Let's go to the player props. Have you start us off?
Yeah, guys, I'm going to be taking Coby White here, and I'm going to be going over 21.5 points going up against the Kings. I really love this over for White here in this game, and I believe that we're going to see him turn in a great game here versus Sacramento, and I believe that for a few reasons. We just have a lot of juicy trends working in our favor, and the first trend is White's matchup versus the Kings. White, he has started against Sacramento 4 times so far in his career, and in those 4 starts, he's averaged 28 points per game, and he's hit the over in 3 out of those 4 games, and I have to expect him to hit the over here again here in this one. That's because he's entering this game with some negative momentum, which I obviously love because it's getting us this nice discount number. Because White, he's only averaging 16.4 points per game over his last 5. And with the pace that the Kings play at, especially at home, we should see White have a lot of opportunities throughout this game. And that's going to be pivotal for us hitting the over here. So I'm going to be taking Coby White to go over 21.5 points versus the Kings.
Yeah, Trey, I like that one there. For my player prop today, I'm going to stay in the same game as my game pick. I'm going to take Lauri Markannen to go over his total points going up against those Wizards. The big man for the Utah Jazz is having a little bit of a down season, only scoring 23.1 points per game, but he's been playing less minutes this year, only about 33 minutes per game. He's still very effective from the field. He's making 48.3% of his shots and shooting a career best 40.2% from behind the arc. And I like him to go over this number in this game, probably going to be set at 24.5 as the play. I'm going to smash that over. I just touched on this Wizards team. They've not been interested in playing defense all season long, and especially over the last 2 games. They've allowed 274 combined points on that side of the ball. This could be a game Lauri Markannen can go for 30-plus points. He hasn't had a lot of those this season, and I expect him to do that, especially because he's been very good from the outside coming into this game in good form shooting. He's made 4+ threes in 3 of the last 4 games, so if you want to take a look at his 3-point shots made in this game, more power to you. I think that'd be a very good play as well, but for my play tonight, we're just going to take his over points. I think he can dominate both down low and from the outside against this really bad Wizards defense. Give me Lauri Markannen over his total points as the play. Trey, let's go to that graphic. Have you start us off?
Yeah, guys, I'm going to be taking the Nets here minus 8.5 going up against the Grizzlies. I feel like they're obviously the better team. They're at home, so they should roll here in this game. Also going with Coby White to go over 21.5 points against the Kings. I expect White to come in this game and roll. He's going to be guarded by De'Aaron Fox, who's great offensively, but kind of a turnstile on the defensive end.
Yeah, I'm going to take the over 242.5 between the Wizards and the Jazz. Both defenses bad. Both offenses not that bad. I think they're pretty good this year. And then give me Lauri Markannen over his total points again. Probably going to come out at 24.5, but he's going to score 30+ against this Wizards defense. Guys, it's going to do it for the NBA Plays and Props for Monday, March 4th slate of games. If you guys enjoyed the content, please sure to drop a like in this video and subscribe to the channel below. See you guys next video, and thanks for watching. Super Bowl. We also have 12,000 subs coming right around the bend. We're at 10,200. We're going to give away 2 tickets to anybody to any game they want. NBA, NFL, college basketball. It doesn't matter. We can wait until the new season for NFL. Any game you want to go, whenever we get to 12K, we're going to have that giveaway coming up as well. We also have a new game. It's going to be Trey and myself versus the Bear Pack. You can call it Pros versus Joes if you want. I don't really like the name because I don't consider us pros. I don't consider you guys Joes. But Trey, if you want to go to the YouTube channel, this is how you guys play. You're going to go to our YouTube channel. You're going to hit the community tab. We've been in the community tab a lot this season. You're going to go to the community tab. We have our plays for the day. So obviously the intro is not going to have plays for today, but these are our plays for our next video. It's the Pelicans minus 2.5, the Heat minus 5, Quinnipiac minus 4.5, and Wisconsin minus 10.5. Those are Trey's and myself's plays What you guys are going to do is pick which one you think will not hit, meaning you're going to fade us, which is Pros versus Joes, which is the game called. But you guys are going to try to pick which one is not going to hit. If you guys win, you're going to get a point. If we win, we're going to get a point. We're going to run it Friday through Friday every single week. Whichever team has the most wins, so 4-3, 6-2, whatever it is, that person or group will win $50. If the community wins, we're going to do a wheel spin for the community. If we win, I don't know how we're going to get our cheddar, but you guys are just going to have to subscribe, I guess, more. But that's the game. Hopefully everybody understands it. Trey, let's get into the video. Look at the leaderboard. We had multiple questions this morning about how to become a member for the YouTube channel. Let's do that really quick tutorial. You're going to go to youtube.com. You're going to go to Bears Profit Plays. You're going to search it in. You're going to hit our thing. There's a join button right just to the right of subscribe. You can click that. There's two options. You have the Bear Pack for $4.99. That gives you access to YouTube member plays. And then you have the Bear Pack Gold for $7.99 a month. That gives you access to our member plays on YouTube. And it gives you a 1-month membership to our website, bearsprofitplays.com. So if you get the Bear Pack Gold, you save yourself $2 a month, a little bit cheaper if you want to do that. But that is the tutorial for anybody that needed it. We had multiple questions today through email about how to do it, and it wasn't working. But if you want to know, there it is right there. Trey,